You are the salt of the earth and the light of the world. My dear friends, I just want you to notice today, as Jesus starts the gospel, he starts with two statements of fact. That is, you are the salt of the earth and you are the light of the world. You can notice here, Jesus did not say that you should be salt and you should be light. But instead he said, you are the salt, you are the light. See, this is the statement of the fact, or the statement of the nature of things. So he emphasizes the identity of his disciples before behavior. He clearly says that this is what's true of you. This is your identity. You are the light of the world and you are the salt of the earth. When he says this statement, he paradoxically makes another statement. That is, when he say to his disciples that you are the salt of the earth, in saying that, he says the world is corrupt. The world is decaying. So he invites his disciples to be the salt to the earth. And when he says that you are the light of the world, in other words, he says the world is dark and it's full of dark, so you need to light up the world. That's why he makes two common sense observations, and he says if the salt loses its saltiness, then it's useless, and then if light is hidden, then it is also useless. So in saying this, my dear friends, Jesus makes a point. What is the point? The point is that the church exists for the world. Primary duty of the church is to be a light and is to be the salt of the earth. So my dear friends, in our time, we see many have lost the sense of life and claim it is not worth their while. That life is full of disappointments, difficulties, and suffering. That it goes by very fast and that it has death as a final perspective, and a sad one too. It is up to Christians to give flavor to life by showing the joyful and serene optimism of he who recognizes himself as the Son of God, as a Christian. For everything in our lives can be a path to sanctify. By making difficulties, suffering and pain help us to purify ourselves, and by realizing that at the end of our lives, life in glory, the eternal happiness is waiting for us. And also, as the salt, thus Christ's disciples must preserve from corruption. Where there are Christians with living faith, there cannot be injustice, violence, ill treatment of the weak ones. Rather, on the contrary, the virtue of charity must shine in full force, worrying for others, solidarity, generosity. And thus Christians are the light of the world. A Christian is the torch that with the example of his life shows the path of salvation by bringing the light of truth everywhere in the world. Where before there was only darkness, uncertainty and doubts, now there is light, certainty and self-confidence. So let us, in the guidance of the Holy Spirit and opening ourselves to the Lord, as He tells us that we are the light of the world and the salt of the earth. Let us own our identity. Let us believe that we are the salt and we are the light. In believing that, let's be witnesses of the Lord, to be the salt of the earth and to give light where there is darkness. Amen. God bless you. Have a nice day.